We are now in what is probably the most visited place in Amsterdam, the Red Light District. This is a real mecca for tourists who come here in thousands, if not millions, every month. This area is known throughout the world for its unique legalization and regulation of prostitution, combining historical architecture, picturesque canals, and special social policy. This place is not just a landmark, but also a reflection of the centuries-old history and cultural changes of Amsterdam. The Red Light District is an example of how one of the oldest professions in the world can be regulated. Prostitution is legalized here, which made it possible to create a system for protecting workers' rights and reduce the criminalization of this sphere. However, the history of this industry in Amsterdam began long before the introduction of modern laws. In the Middle Ages, when Amsterdam was an important port and trade center, the city attracted sailors, merchants, and travelers. Even then, prostitution was part of city life. Workers in this sphere met in taverns, brothels, and even on the streets. In the 15th century, during the Dutch Golden Age, Amsterdam became the largest port in the world. At that time, the population grew, the number of brothels increased, and prostitution was perceived as an inevitable part of the city's culture. However, as the city grew in the 19th century, so did social problems. Prostitution became associated with crime and disease. Authorities began to introduce laws aimed at regulating the industry, including mandatory health checks for workers. After World War II, the situation changed again. Prostitution remained illegal, but authorities began to tolerate its existence, especially in the Red Light District. In 2000, the Netherlands took a decisive step by legalizing prostitution at the state level. This was an important event that improved the working conditions of sex workers and gave them the opportunity to enjoy rights equal to those of other professions. A brothel licensing system ensured safety for all involved. Workers undergo regular medical checks, have the right to conclude employment contracts, use social services and insurance. The area is equipped with CCTV cameras and regular police patrols, which further enhances security. This area is not only a symbol of the legalization of prostitution, but also an important tourist attraction. Millions of tourists come here to see the unique social policy, stroll along the narrow streets, enjoy the medieval architecture and atmosphere. The length of the streets that form this area is several kilometers, and in the historical center there are about 300 windows for providing services. In the evening, the curtains of these windows are opened, and you can see barkers greeting passersby. The Red Light District attracts not only with its color, but also with educational initiatives. Tours and lectures are held here, which tell about the rights of sex workers and their working conditions. This helps to break down stereotypes and promote understanding of the social policy of the Netherlands. Prices for services depend on their duration and additional conditions. On average, the basic cost of 15 to 20 minutes is €50, but may vary. While many see legalizing prostitution as beneficial in terms of protecting workers' rights and reducing crime, it has its opponents. They argue that such a policy could stimulate demand for sex work and exploit vulnerable groups. Despite the controversy, the Red Light District remains one of Amsterdam's main attractions, contributing to the development of tourism and the economy. The city is famous not only for its social policies, but also for its magnificent architecture, museums, and vibrant nightlife. I am truly happy to share with you what I have seen and hope that this story will inspire you to travel. Amsterdam is a city with a rich history, unique culture, and an unforgettable atmosphere. Travel, discover new horizons, and enjoy the beauty of the world.